Hello and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier, and I've been unconscious for weeks. If you don't know this channel, this is Shadows of Archonia, where we run all kinds of tabletop role-playing games. On Friday nights, we have ongoing stories, which we play in Worlds Without Number, Cities Without Number, Stars Without Number, Merkborg, Shadow of the Demon Lord, and now apparently DCC. But here on Mondays, we try out as many games as we can in short 1 to 3 session stories. We're in 3 of 3 right now with this game Castaway, which is a Merkborg derivative. If you like what you see on the channel, come join our Discord, and you can talk to us about it and all our friends. If you really like what you see, you can join our Patreon and help support the channel, help improve the production quality of everything we put out. That's it for me right now. Alan's running this one. Alan, why don't you take it away for us?
So this is our third week of Castaway, and the players have yet to figure out the mystery of the island and how to escape. So we'll see what happens tonight, and we'll see how far they come. Should be interesting. Take it away, boys.
Well, my character is Salty Bill, and I remember very little of the ship that brought us here, except that I'm now lying upon it unconscious, and it's in a cave underground, and I was the sawbones on board. Beyond that, there's been a skeleton leaving me notes in the sand, which my good friend Agnes decided to bring with us when we moved camp. Can't thank her enough for that. And that's me so far.
Let's do Agnes first.
Okay. Cindy, I'm playing Agnes. Can't believe I'm still alive. Barely.
Me either.
Agnes is 94 years old and still kicking. She remembers that she used to take care of the animals aboard ship. She teaches everybody everything because she knows everything.
Agnes is 94?
That is surprising.
I feel like she raises the age each session.
I kind of get that feeling too, because I was thinking maybe 60.
Once I rolled my stats, I changed it from 34 to 94.
You were once 34?
I was like, no, 34 is not going to cut it.
The island ages you quick, man.
Well, that being said, hello everyone. I am Max. And I am Cornelius Huckleberry. Was Huckleberry, although due to a miscommunication between players, it is now Hustleberry.
Which is better.
I will say, it rolls off the tongue. So, Hustleberry knows not who he is and is just awakening upon this strange island, utterly confused by the machinations of what's around him.
Okay. So I explained a little bit of this in the pregame, but let me summarize some other things that the players know up to this point, because we've spent 2 sessions on this game, but in reality, it's been almost like a month, I would say, of them trying to survive on this island. They did remember some things from the night or the few weeks before they were washed up on the island. They remembered a captain named Jolly Roger and his ship named the Jolly Roger. And they got kind of conflicting stories. Agnes remembered him, or remembered somebody telling him about taking care of cargo, delivering special cargo to some place, where Salty remembered men talking to him about finding a treasure that's beyond your wildest dreams. But they both remembered a storm that happened And before that storm, they entered this very thick fog. And when that storm was happening, a creature came out of the water and sliced across the ship. This towering, like, I want to say, like, fin or something hit the ship, cut it right in half. And this ship is like a huge ship, so it needed like tremendous force to do that. And then they blacked out and watched the shore. But where we left off, the two surviving players, Agnes and Salty, found a cave, which they found some weeks earlier, where they fought a siren. Go watch that episode to see that. And they investigated the cave, and they found their ship inside this lagoon deep in the cave, which they don't know how I got there.
And the captain's cat.
And the captain's what?
Cat.
Yes. They found the captain's cat on the ship. He's like this very mangy cat, and he has a little, what do you call it?
Eye patch.
Eye patch on him. And near the ship, very important, is this huge hole. Gigantic hole is near the ship. You guys don't know what that hole's about. You haven't investigated yet. And there's more to this lagoon, further towards that hole that you haven't seen yet. A lot of stuff to investigate. But I don't want to spoil too much. Basically, you guys wake up, you both get 2 fatigue back from your barely any sleep. And you're on the deck of the Jolly Roger. Go.
No, I'll take it.
So is the cat still on deck?
Give me a presence.
That's a crit fail. What's up, Yuri? YouTube chat, Yuri.
Agnes, you want to give me a presence?
I'll look for the kitty cat. Yeah, I'm not finding anything.
Nope. Yeah, you don't see it right now.
Bummer. I mean, that's really good for me. I'd like to explore the ship and see if I can find any rations, any rum, anything that's useful, tools of any sort that are still recoverable on the ship if I go below deck.
Great plan.
Sure, but as soon as you get up, you notice Agnes, she has trouble even standing. Like she can't even really move.
Right, because I beat the shit out of her leg.
So she kind of gets up and screams in pain from her leg. And also she can't really stand.
Okay, what are the afflictions you have, Agnes?
Cabin fever. Wait, do I have another affliction still?
No, you're no longer infected, but your leg is still like.
But it's still. I mean, it still hurts.
Yeah, it's still hurt, and you can barely stand. Like you need support to stand, basically. Like Salty had to pretty much carry you onto the ship.
Yeah, she was unconscious at that time.
Something.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if I can reduce the cabin fever. This will spend one of my powers to attempt. Here's hoping it doesn't get worse. 19.
Okay. And how much does it reduce? Does it say anything?
It says you can spend a power to attempt to recover someone's affliction. If she has 4 points of it, I would assume it takes her to 3. I don't really know, though.
Yeah, it's like... Okay, because I should explain more about the cabin fever. Agnes, when you wake up, you are basically in this weird parallel right now where you're hurt, you don't want to move, but also you want to try to get out of this cave as much as possible. Like you want to explore as much as possible. So you're like in this weird mental state of like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. And I'll let you reduce it by 1. So she's at 3 now.
Okay.
But Salty kind of calms you down a little bit and tells you to stay put as he
You're
gathers
right.
himself, basically.
I would also.
Give me a stick.
Oh, what'd you say, Agnes?
Oh, see if you can find me a stick so I can walk.
I'll definitely do that as soon as I try to reduce my own affliction. I have 1 point of infection.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Can you roll that power as many times as you want? It's based on how many powers you have, right?
Yeah, I rolled 4 powers for today. I've now spent 2 of them.
Gotcha.
So I'm no longer infected, and I will look around for something Agnes can use as a cane or a walking stick.
You're at like 1 point away from max fatigue, right?
Not anymore. You just told me to recover, so I'm at 9 of 12 now.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So I'm not gonna make you roll presence to look for this. I want you to actually explore the ship. So I'm gonna give you a couple directions. What you see what looks to be some kind of quarters. You're not sure. Maybe it's a captain's quarters. Who knows? Near you. You also see some steps that go below deck, and you see the giant wheel for steering the ship.
Yep.
Up above the quarters. It's hard to see what's up there because you're below. And a little further on the other side, you see the laughing lady statue. So I'm gonna let you choose which one of those you want to go.
I'll go check out the captain's quarters first, or what I suspect is the captain's quarters.
Okay. So go in and now give me a presence for your memory.
Got it, boss. That's a 12.
12. Okay, that's basic success. Okay. So as soon as you get in here, before your eyes adjust, your memories kind of go back to yourself on the ship when it was still brand new. And you're in the quarters talking to Jolly Roger. So we're just gonna reenact that little conversation you guys had. And Jolly Roger's like, and he has his cat on his shoulder right here with the eye patch. And he's saying, "Salty, my boy, glad to have you on the ship. You're not gonna what do you call it? Sorry. You're not going to
Regret?
Yes, you're not gonna regret coming on this voyage, my boy. I have great things ahead for ye."
Aye, so I hear. Treasure, they say.
Oh, this is more than just treasure, my boy. This is something that will open up your eyes.
What is there more than treasure?
I used to think that too, my boy. But I'm getting old. I'm an old pirate, an old captain. I mean, look at my boy. He's on his last legs. And then the cat goes and kind of like scratches him a little bit. And he says, "I'm looking for something a little sweeter, but you're gonna have to wait and see, Salty." And before this vision fades, you see the inside of the captain's quarters is like very lush. He has tons of stuff in there, tons of weapons, tons of maps, tons of like drapes of like different ornaments and stuff he's like stolen from places. A giant chest near his desk, and a giant knife sticking on the desk. But then your vision fades, and a bunch of this quarters has gotten rotten. The wood is moist. His desk is barely holding apart, and the chest's kind of hanging there in the middle. And you see his chair is turned away from you.
There's definitely a skeleton in it.
And you see a little bit of hair sticking out from the top of it.
Is that knife still sticking in the desk?
It's not on the desk. It's on the floor.
First thing I'll do is pick up the knife from the floor. And I will creep as quietly as I can through the undoubtedly creaking wood floor up to the chair with the knife at the ready, and then I'll come around.
And as you're creeping up, you keep hearing the same phrase over and over. You keep hearing, "Beyond your wildest dreams, beyond your wildest dreams."
In my memory or in the room?
It's kind of hard to tell. It might be from the past. It might be in the room right now, but it's hard to tell.
Oh, I'm so crazy. All right, I'm gonna.
And you pop around, and you see a skeleton, but right on the top of the skeleton is the cat.
Yeah.
With his patch, and he's looking at you, and he starts like growling.
I stab him.
All right.
$15.
So explain how you're using the knife you found on the floor.
Yeah, which I assume it's what, like 1d4 damage. Yeah, so I come around like this, ready to basically kill anyone hostile, and I've already decided the cat is hostile last session. So yeah, I stab the cat as soon as I see it.
So your attack comes through. Do damage.
Okay. I was just gonna double check what a knife does. Where is it? Oh yeah, D4. 1.
Okay. So your attack comes through and you hit, but you don't hit the cat. At the last moment, you feel the knife kind of drag itself down, and you stab the knife into the chest of the skeleton. And then your eyes focus for a second. And you see that the hand of the skeleton is dropped against your wrist, and it's on him. And then you see the skeleton start to move and look at you, and it says, "Salty, my boy. Good to see you again."
Thanks, boss.
So we're gonna roll initiative before you get to shoot. So
I figured.
Roll me a
D6.
D6.
3.
Enemies go first.
He's holding my wrist that I was stabbing with.
Yeah, so right now your knife is embedded in his chest, but he's holding your knife. He has you basically grappled.
Okay.
But you see him with his other hand take out what looks to be this rusty saber. And you remember this was like his main saber he used to carry around with him all the time. The captain himself. And he goes to try to stab you. And this is going to be easier for him since he's right on top of you. So you're going to have to beat. How does it work? If it's easier for the enemy, it's higher DR,
right? For me. Yeah.
So you're gonna have to beat 14.
Okay. I exactly hit 14.
Oh, okay. Okay, somehow he goes to hit you, but you move to the side just at the last moment and it goes right near you, but you feel the blade slice you just a little bit, like a paper cut kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's like staring at you, and his eye, he like no longer has like eyes anymore. It's just like caved in, but you see like glowing like red eyes start to pop out of his head, and he starts saying stuff about the offering must be completed. The offering must be completed.
I'll get right on it, Captain. And then I'm gonna pull my pistol and shoot.
I didn't say the enemies weren't done yet.
Oh, there's more of them. More of them.
Well, first you roll another defense.
Got it. That's a fail. Wait, what happened there? You guys all moved around.
Wasn't me.
I'll fix it.
I'm sorry about that.
You feel a scratch come across your face and a bite. Roll me a d6.
Okay. 5.
5 damage and minus any armor you have.
I'm dead.
You don't have any armor?
No, that's not true. I can roll the d4 for that. I'm probably dead. So 5 damage reduced by 3 is 2. It takes me to exactly 0. I'm broken.
Roll the d4.
Oh shit.
Dang.
So roll a 4.
What keeps happening? You guys keep switching around on my screen. I got a 3.
Ooh,
Wow.
this is looking good.
What's the point of pinning you guys if you're going to
So-
move around anyway?
You got a 3?
Yeah.
Hemorrhage. Mark roll d4.
Okay. 2.
Bleeding. Mark d4. Mark 2 bleeding.
I'm bleeding twice.
So on your next round, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to roll on the bleeding table.
Okay.
Mhm. So your eyes focus and you saw that the cat bit you.
Okay.
And now he's like on top of your chest and he's scratching it. And now it's player's turn.
Do I hear
Okay.
any of this?
Yeah, Agnes, roll me a presence.
Christ's sake. No, I don't hear a thing.
Nope. You're still in too much pain.
Thanks anyway. Yeah, I don't know why my Google Meets window keeps shuffling where you guys are at. I have you all pinned. Unfortunately, it keeps moving you anyway. I'm going to take a moment to fix that before I do anything else.
Okay. I'll let you work on that.
Yeah, if you want to cut to someone, that's fine.
Yeah. Let me cut to our new guy, Maxi. What's your new guy's name again?
Cornelius Hustleberry.
Okay. So I'm going to say, Cornelius, the day before, you came across the camp of these guys. And you spent most of maybe a couple days before, actually. Yeah, you spent the next couple days trying to track them because they moved up to that river.
Sure.
And when you get there, you saw the display of the mango corpse of a pirate being hung above the waterfall, and you immediately know that this was from the others because you've seen what the others do to people.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm going to say you find some tracks that indicate that they went inside the cave, and now you're in that cave, and you come to a point where the cave is like a little bit collapsed, but you feel wind coming through the little breaks of that collapse. And you do see like debris around, like people have been here, basically.
Do I hear anything?
You hear the sound of hampered by rocks and stuff.
Sure. Okay. I unsheath my cutlass.
Very dark. Do you have anything to light your way?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm just using the cutlass as a walking stick, I suppose. Testing the area in front of me. I'm walking slowly, just to, in case there's any danger in front of me.
You don't find danger. You just find a collapsed wall and some rocks.
Okay, I push on forward. Again, using the cutlass as a walking stick.
You're gonna have to make some strength checks to try to get past this wall, or you can explain to me other ways you might try to do it.
You know what I do? I have a needle and 7 spools of thread. I'm going to create a path out in case anything gets dangerous, so I can easily maneuver myself out of the cavern in case I need to run away and not get lost. So in this way, I'll still do the strength checks, but just kind of like the Greek labyrinth and the golden thread. I'm creating a safety net for myself.
Okay, I'm gonna say you can easily do that. You don't find any opposition, but again, you find yourself in front of this collapsed rock wall, but you definitely feel wind coming through the cracks of the rocks. And maybe if you want to roll me a presence, you might hear something else.
That is a natural 20, 21.
So you hear like muffled sounds, but you know that these sounds are like they come from like a living person, basically.
Okay.
And you also hear like the creaking of like wood.
Is still no light?
No light.
Alrighty, so once again, I'm going to stealth my way through this area, slowly creeping through this dark terrain, and yeah, I'm gonna push forward until I see something.
So right now you've made it to a squeeze. Like it's a very tight hole. Like you can either try to dig the hole, make it bigger, or you can try to squeeze your way in, kind of like cave diving, you know?
Yeah,
It's up to you.
I have a bone saw that I can use, which I'm just gonna shove in there and start manipulating it to create a bigger hole.
So the thing is, there's a chance that you can make it worse by fidgeting with it like this. So
and now you're telling me, and I'm gonna do it.
So do the strength check, but if you fail, it's gonna get worse.
Well, I flip the coin of fortune. That is an odd, which is a +2 to my DR, which sucks. Okay, so that is a 16 plus. You said strength or what?
Strength.
Okay, that is a 19, which is a pass.
Well, it's up to me to say if it's a pass or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 19.
Man, look at these players. Why don't you guys just play the game? I'll just leave.
I mean, we do know the system.
I know, but a basic success doesn't always mean that it's a success. But in this case, it's a success. So the hole does get a little bit bigger, but it's still not big enough to just walk through. You're gonna have to squeeze in, but it's easier now.
Okay. I throw the pool of thread in front of me just so it doesn't get tangled and cut by my cutlass, and then I squeeze myself in.
Give me an agility.
Proudly, I got a 7, which is a success.
If you were looking to get stuck, sure.
All right, so it's like I said, it's a tight squeeze, and you come to a part in the squeeze where you can feel like your movement's getting hampered.
Alan, you
Right.
can just say it. Cornelius has a thick ass. Okay.
and you feel the rocks pressing into your ribs and chest, and they're very sharp.
Oh god! Oh goodness!
Roll me a d4.
D4.
Mhm.
3.
You take 3 damage from these rocks, and you gain a fatigue.
Okay.
But you make it through the hole, and you come out into this very large lagoon. I'm talking like at least a good football field large, and you see this huge ship in front of you, and you don't even have to roll for it. You automatically remember that this is the Jolly Roger, the ship that you went on aboard.
Salvation.
But it's cracked in half, and
Oh.
it's in the middle of this lagoon, and you see like a lot of water in the middle of it, so you will have to swim to get to it. But now we're gonna cut back to the guys. Salty, it's your turn.
Yeah, thank you for your patience on that. tech thing.
It's your turn. I just want
All
to
right.
warn you. You have basically two choices here because you're bleeding. If you don't do anything to fix your bleed right now, you're gonna have to roll on the bleeding table.
The only problem is my hand is still grappled.
Yes, but you still have one hand left.
I do. And with that hand, I mean, whatever. I can make a character fast. With that hand, I'm going to pull out a pistol, and I'm going to shoot the skeleton guy's arm at the elbow to try and break it so that I can get away.
Okay. So we're looking for a 14.
Okay.
So
Maybe I'll get
it's
one.
gonna be a range.
That is an 18. I'm down another pistol round.
Okay, so you see the smoke and thunder of your pistol go off as it hits the skeleton's hand. The skeleton doesn't really say anything. It's mostly just laughing at this point. And you feel the cat jump off your head and start like running towards the corner because it's scared of the gunshot, basically.
Okay.
And roll me the damage.
Okay, it's a D10 for the pistol. And I've rolled a 9.
Okay. And you hear, so right now it's the cabin's full of smoke from the gun, and you just hear the captain say to you, and you kind of hear his voice, and it's like a mixture of the voice you heard from when he was still alive and this like weird like deep voice, and he just says, "The others tried to warn us. I know the truth." And then you hear him like shuffling around. In
Is
the
there
room.
any chance Agnes heard that shot?
Yes, roll the presence.
Okay, so I rolled an 18, but that's -3, so 15.
15. Yeah, you heard it. It came from that room over there.
Oh my! So she's gonna start like army crawling that way and looking for something like a stick on her way to the cabin.
Give me one more presence.
Okay. Oh, my presence is terrible. Oh my god. -1.
Nope. So you're crawling, and you get pretty much the door, but then the door swings open, and you see this undead creature that's wearing the captain's clothes towering above you. And his head, and the skeleton head looks towards you, and you just see these big glowing red eyes coming from his head. And you know how like skeletons always look like they're naturally smiling?
Yeah.
Like pretty much he has that face.
When I shot the elbow, did I successfully separate it?
His arm?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I put the pistol against there and fired to try and separate his arm from his body so I could get away.
No, yeah, you're free, but
Okay.
his arm did not separate from his body. It's hanging off his body, but you're free.
Cool.
So can I throw my hammer at him?
Yeah. I mean, you can attempt it.
Is it
You
his
can
turn?
attempt. No. Like the thing is, you moved over there, and now you can attempt to hit him with your hammer. But the thing is, you're gonna have to hit nearly 18 to hit him, because you're fatigued, you're hurt, and you're tired.
Yeah, and you're on the ground.
And you're on the ground. So you can try.
I think I'll use my hatchet instead and go for his foot or ankle,
Mhm.
since it's in reach better. Okay. I'll throw that on the floor instead. Christ. Well, no, that's
Okay.
a 4.
So yeah, you try to take your hatchet and you try to swing at him, but the hatchet kind of falls towards the floor mid-throw because you're just so tired still.
Oh, I didn't throw it. I decided not to throw it.
Okay, so yeah, it just kind of hangs on your hand.
Yeah.
And you see the captain. You see the captain kind of run off, like towards the. I'm sorry, I'm messing up my fucking ship lingo here. The bow.
That's the front.
That's the front of the ship, and then he just leaps off.
Captain was always great.
And you just hear laughing, like a lot of laughing.
Salty, are you all right?
No! Bleeding.
So, Salty, roll me the bleed table. Because you decided not to do anything about it. So, roll me a d4.
That's a 4.
So, you take 1d2 damage, which is enough to kill Salty.
Correction, it's 1d2 damage per mark, and I have 2 marks of bleeding.
Oh, so
So
Yes.
it's
He's
3.
super dead.
so any last words you want to give to Agnes?
I think I just did. When she said, Salty, are you okay? And I said, no! And then I died.
And Agnes, you hear a loud thud hit the floor of the ship.
Ah, darn it. Guess I'm alone.
Going back to Cornelius. Cornelius, you don't even have to roll. You heard a gunshot come from the top of the ship, and you saw a figure jump off near the back. Because right now the back of the ship is towards you, so you see a figure really far off near the front jump off. It's too far away to really see who it was.
Can I take one last action as I'm dying and just point towards the chest and then die with my finger pointing at the chest?
Sure, that's great. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that does not
And-
look good.
And you'd also hear the laughing, and you definitely remember that's the captain's laughter.
The captain's alive. I go with man, the utter confusion as Cornelius steps into this battlefield. He's going to create the best of his ability with what he has, a trap in case anybody comes through this hole. Yeah, that's gonna be my first step. Create a trap in case anybody comes through.
So the thing is, you need materials to make a trap. Do you have materials to make a trap? You can't just make one. You need things.
Yeah, I have spools of thread. I have a bone saw, and whatever else I have been collecting as I have been traveling around this island.
What kind of trap are you trying to make?
I'm trying to make one where if somebody steps on the spool of thread, the bone saw falls on top of them and cuts them.
I mean, you can attempt this, but you'll have to leave your saw here, and
that's fine.
And also it won't be strong enough to hinder the person or the thing that comes through, but you'll definitely hear something.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
But this will be a trap check. First a crafting check. Spend 1 fatigue. Add 1 fatigue, I mean. And roll me a presence.
That is a 14.
Okay. So you make it. Now you have to set it. So presence to set trap DR. Okay, roll D20.
By the way, is this where my quilted gambeson comes in, where if I have agility and defense, it's at a +2 DR?
Agility and defense. No, because you're not being attacked right now.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
So test presence.
Presence is 19.
19. All right, we'll see what happens in the morning. But the trap is set.
Oh, okay. With that, I inch my way forward, cutlass out in front of me, and yell, "Captain! Captain, is that you? Is that you?"
Agnes, you hear someone talking. It's muffled. But you hear someone yelling for the captain.
Yeah, I think for now she's gonna kind of ignore that, just given that anybody calling for the captain might be something she doesn't want to see, because it might be like the captain. She's going to grab Salty's pistol for herself.
Okay.
And then crawl over to that chest he was pointing at.
Okay.
And attempt to open it.
Okay. Roll me a presence first.
Presence. Oh boy. That'll be a 6.
Okay. And then when you attempt to open it, roll me a defense.
Oh joy. All right. So I have a wolf rock that gives me minus D2. I rolled 18. for defense.
Okay. So when you attempt to open it, you hear like a latch like turn on. And you see these large spikes come out of the chest, and they almost hit your fingers, but you pull away just before.
Ooh, okay.
And then the latch, and then the spikes retreat back in.
Ooh, I still got it.
And then when that happens, your memory gets jogged that the captain spent a lot of money on making this chest only meant for him to open.
Well, there must be some good stuff in here.
But this is kind of obvious. You don't really have to roll for it. You do see a journal on the table, but we are gonna cut back to Cornelius. You don't hear anyone replying back to you, Cornelius.
You said I had to swim to get to the ship.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Right now the ship is kind of like, it looks ditched in the middle of this large lagoon, but the lagoon around the ship, like as soon as you put your feet into the water and you start like moving, you definitely feel it's gonna get deeper and deeper, and you'll have to start swimming to get out to the ship, to get at the ship.
Okay.
But you do see a rope ladder hanging from the side, but first you gotta swim over there. So that's gonna be an agility.
Alrighty. That is a 1. Not a natural 1. It was a 2 minus 1.
Would you like to use any omens?
I suppose I will.
You don't have to. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. Okay, better. 14.
All right. And how many omens you have left?
0.
Okay. All right. So you feel yourself going to the ship, and then all of a sudden you feel yourself almost get sucked down into the water. Not by like it almost felt like a force. Like you kind of felt like something like touch your leg and like pull you down for a second, but then you grab onto the ladder and you start climbing out. And then you look back into the water, and the water is still, as if nothing happened.
Okay.
But you made it to the rope. You don't have to roll for climb. You'll get up there, and when you get up there, you see this very, very old woman laying on the floor. Oh no! She's in the cabin. Never mind. You see the bow of the ship, and you see the captain's quarters door is open, and you hear faint sounds coming from within.
Knowing that's where the captain was, rush towards there.
Okay. So at this point, you hear someone coming, Agnes. I'll give you a second to try to, if you want to try to hide or something, but it's going to be hard, really hard in your current state.
Well, what Agnes is going to do is just have that pistol up and ready to shoot.
Okay. So the door pops open, and can you describe how your character looks, Cornelius?
Yeah, Cornelius is he's quite disheveled now, but quite pristine in his in prime. Purple frock with a white undershirt, very ostentatious. His hair is a plume of dark and white salt peppered hair, with wire framed glasses, kind of leaning towards the edge of his nose. He's got a cutlass beside him, as well as several spools of thread tied around his waist, which he's knitted several different types of frog-like creatures. And they're just hanging on his hip.
All right.
Agnes, is that true?
Oh, bugger biscuits, Cornelius! I almost shot you.
Oh, goodness
Just
gracious!
Hop in.
I run over to you and give you a huge hug, and then look to your arm. Not what happened here. That is not good.
Let go! You're hurting me. I'm
No,
almost
oh,
dead.
Sorry about that.
Well,
Where's the captain?
The captain? You don't want to see the captain.
You see a body on the floor, Cornelius, and you remember this as your old crewmate Salty. And it looks like he just died from bleeding or something.
I kneel over the top of his body and with a cutlass begin to stab furiously at his body. That's for sleeping with my wife.
Finally, revenge.
Lord,
He wanted it.
You wouldn't understand, Agnes. It's
Oh, wouldn't
personal.
I? Nobody's ever
It's
asked what
personal.
happened to my husband, have they?
Who else is alive between the crew?
Well, just you and I, as far as I can tell.
Oh, goodness.
Thought it was. Well, we lost somebody else. They tore him apart.
We're not going to make it out alive.
Well, maybe, maybe not. I should have been dead several times over now.
It's no offense to you, of course, but it is quite a surprise you're still alive.
Sorry, well, no offense taken. I'm surprised too. We
I
need to figure out what to do or something.
I was not a sailor. That is not my my expertise. I look around to see if there's like any notes left over to see if just what happened to the ship. If the captain left any notes or outlines or whatever.
Well, you see the captain's chest, obviously, but you also see what looks to be a journal on the desk.
I'll go to the journal.
All right. You definitely remember this to be the captain's journal. He would often be writing in this in his quarters. And what do you do?
I flip through the journal to see if just get a semblance of what has happened here.
Okay. How far back do you go?
Oof, that's a good question. I will start at the last date that I can remember.
Roll me a
So-
presence.
Okay. That is a 19.
Okay. I'm going to say the last date that you can remember is possibly maybe 3 weeks into the voyage, right before you guys got to the mist.
Okay. Yeah, so I start from there, flipping through the pages until I see the date, and then go forward from there.
Yes. So this is the I'm just gonna play what the captain's saying in his mind as you're reading it. And the captain says, 3 weeks and we still haven't found it. I know it's around here somewhere. That witch told me it was this way. But we haven't found nothing. I'm starting to think she's been leading me on a fucking sorry, what's the phrase for a
Goose chase.
goose chase? Yeah, goose chase. A wild goose chase. But deep in my heart, I know this might be the way. Patches has been acting kind of strange this whole time. Patches is the cat, by the way. And but I know he has my back. Need to find this island. Then I'll finally know the truth. And it ends there.
Agnes, what is the last thing that you remember?
The last thing I remember is a storm. And this big thing came out of the water and it crashed into the ship.
Do you remember anything about the witch?
Oh, I've met many a witch in my life. Nobody's ever asked me about my husband, have they?
Oh, I don't know how to respond to that. I'm speaking mostly to a witch on the ship. What is the ship called?
The Jolly Roger.
On the Jolly Roger.
No. Not that I know.
Roll me a presence, Agnes.
Okay. Nine. It would have been 12, but nope.
No, it's fuzzy. You don't remember a witch.
Too many memories are gone.
That is strange. I too feel the same. I'm going to look around to see if there's anything left over that might signal that a witch has been here.
Is there anything in the chest that's like information or?
So you were not able to open the chest because the spikes came out.
Oh,
and it almost hit you, but you retracted your hands just at the last moment.
Okay, it's not one of those. I see what you're saying.
So the chest is still closed, and you attempted to open it, but then a latch went off, and these spikes came out.
I gotcha.
Have you,
Cornelius, do you know how to get past traps?
I fiddle around with a needle. I've been locked out of my house one too many times from my wife as she slept with whatever the fuck his name is, and I signal over to the dead body. I stoop down to the chest and begin to fiddle with it in an attempt to unlock it.
Okay, so give me a presence first before you.
With joy do I roll this presence chest. And it's an 18 plus 1, 19.
Okay. So before you attempt to unlock it or whatever, you remember that the captain had like this key for the chest, this special like skeleton key, and was pretty much the only way to open it. And he bribed or paid off a bunch of like chest workers and like lock workers to make sure that no one could ever open this chest besides him. So I would say it's impossible for you to try to do it on your own like this. But you remember the skeleton key.
Well, as much as I would love to unlatch it with my needle here, I unfortunately not, as it needs a master key. Look around, see if you could find one.
Let me explain something to you. As I'm kind of like lounging against the chest, as I'm not fully upright. Do you see this leg? It isn't fully functional, and I'm only pointing at it with one arm, as the other arm is just laying there useless.
I actually have been meaning to ask, are the bad leg and the bad arm on the same side?
That's a good question. I assumed they were.
Oh, that sucks.
But
Agnes, I fear that I'm doing all the work here. And as
really? Well, I still faced off with the captain.
Okay. Okay.
I will look around, but I will not be quick about it. I am 94 after all. What do you expect?
Do your best in the swiftest ability that you have to yourself. I will also be looking around. We're looking for the
Get off
master
this
key.
damned island.
Okay. Are you finished looking at the journal?
Actually, can I? Why don't I sit down and read the rest of the journal?
Okay. How far do you want to read?
I'll read the whole thing. I was a tutor. I could probably read pretty fast.
All right. So there is a bunch of stuff here. I want to say Cornelius tells you where he left off, and he told you what he read about him talking about witch. And then there's entries. Do you want to start from when you guys hit the fog, or start later than that, or because there's like
I'll start earlier, and then if it's just talking about today we took on
okay,
this kind of stuff. If it looks just boring or whatever, I'll skip ahead.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? I'll kind of skim it, and then if it looks interesting, I'll read it deeper.
okay, all right. So I'm gonna say you kind of filter around some of the stuff you don't think that's that important, but gets like some important bits that you think are important, and you basically read this. It says, "We're still in the fog. This mist is thicker than that lass I used to have. God, I miss her. If only I could go back."
Captain's getting steamy over here.
Salty's
And,
body just lets out a groan.
That'll happen.
I stab
Escaping
Salty
gas.
once again.
The mist has got me remembering some weird things, and the crew is acting strange too. They're starting to talk about things that they've never really talked about. Strange. But I feel like we're getting close. Patches is still acting weird, but I feel like we're close. And then the next entry comes, and you see like the writing has become more frantic in these entries. It's getting really hard to read, and he starts like saying the same phrases and over. He starts saying the truth, the truth, the truth. I know it. It's here. This storm will not kill us. I will be the one to find out the truth. And then you see scratches on the paper as if something scratched the paper off. Like it was like ripped off from the journal. And it's pretty obvious it looks like cat scratches, basically. And
Does it look like somebody wrote on it and then scratched it, or the pages are missing?
so definitely somebody wrote on it, but it's been scratched off.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you hear like a meowing coming from the corner of the room, and you see Patches appear again.
Oh, hi, kitty.
Hi yourself, Agnes.
Did that cat just talk?
Yeah, I just fucking talked. Why did that fucker try to shoot me?
He's scared of cats.
Never liked that fucking guy.
He never liked
We should have threw him off the fucking board when I had the chance.
How is he still alive?
No, I'm just haunted. I'm just haunted.
So it's strange because the cat is speaking to you, but its mouth isn't moving. You hear it coming from the cat, though.
So,
What the fuck?
what was written on these pages? Patches?
Oh, that's just the captain going crazy.
Yes. Okay. I did
It's-
notice that.
I was trying to warn him this whole time, but it was like talking to a wall.
Do you know what he was looking for?
Like so the cat like jumps on the desk, and and you see him like pee on the corpse of Salty. And then he like does like a scratch, puts like dirt on him. And he says, well, you see, the captain was looking for the offering. A witch told him about a place where they could make an offering, and based on the offering, your dreams could come true.
Oh dear.
What about a dream?
An idiot.
To leave this island.
Well, I didn't believe it either. Then I realized strange things were happening. Like me being able to talk to you. Usually when I try to talk to people, they just look at me funny like I farted. But then once we get closer, I started to be able to talk to everyone.
Oh, have we conversed before?
No, but some other crewmates I talked to, but they're dead.
Oh, I see.
Actually, there was one that I left on the beach. Did you see him?
The skeleton? The one writing the notes in the... Were you writing the notes in the sand?
And he puts his hand on his lips like this.
Oh, clever kitty. If I had a morsel to feed you, I would.
Finally, some respect around here. That's why I always liked you, Agnes.
Well, I love animals.
And you see him kind of like mess with his face a little bit. like he's trying to hide the blush, basically. and he says, I think that hole over there, I think that's where the offering is. The captain said you throw something into it, you get what you want. But it has to equal your dream in some way. I don't know how it works. I think the witch was fucking with him. But we're here now.
Indeed, we are.
I feel like this is the third time that I'm remembering a witch. What is this witch?
Oh, you don't remember the witch?
If I did, I wouldn't be asking.
He kind of put his heads like this, and he just says, "You probably weren't with the captain when it happened. Before we left port, the captain went and talked to this fortune teller, asking him. The captain was asking her about things, and the fortune teller told the captain about a story of an island can make all your wishes come true.
Oh dear.
I didn't trust that fortune teller. Something tells me there was something off about her, almost like she knew us already. She seemed familiar.
Did she come with us?
No. She stayed at the port, and she was having this big shitting grin when we left too. I'll never forget it.
Suppose we should take a look at that hole, but I can't swim, really.
You say of equal value. Now, what does that mean?
Your guess is as good as mine. It could
I
be. I don't know for sure, but I remember the captain speaking of the others.
And there's something about
they probably know how it works because they lived here.
Oh, right, but I do not wish to speak to them.
Why not?
Did you see the pirate hanging in pieces?
Yeah, but he deserved it.
Oh, yes, he did. But they will do that to anybody.
And he looks at you, Agnes, and he says, "You're really fucked up, Agnes."
Yes, I don't even know how I'm alive.
You see the cat kind of perk up, and he says, "What was the name of the goat again?"
Stormy. Stormy the surly satyr.
Say that again.
Stormy the surly satyr.
The cat says, "How's old Stormy doing?"
Oh, well, that. He was murdered
By who?
by a
Murdered.
pirate. The one hanging outside this cave. Nobody can tell me different.
What
I
was
know
that
a
pirate's
liar.
name? You remember, Max?
The name?
The name of the last pirate. Your last character.
Great question.
Waylon.
Waylon. Yes.
Waylon. Yeah.
That Waylon,
Uh,
he had his head screwed on in a completely wrong.
We all do wondrous things in when we are put against the gun.
He jumps off the desk and he starts going to like a cabinet near him. And this is a very large cabinet that has all these like rum drinks in it. And he starts like touching it and he says, "Agnes, that red one, drink that."
Oh, well,
Agnes, if I might say, you are
Yeah.
following these directions from a cat.
The cat is evil.
not. If I die, then I'm released from this hell. I'm going to go drink it.
You think?
Okay. Okay, so you open up the cabinet and you see 3 rum bottles. One is red. One is like a yellowish color,
Oh God.
but more like gold looking. And the other one is like blue. And he tells you to drink the red one, right? And you drink the red one, it hits you, and you get this taste of like it's like a bitters taste, but also sweet at the same time. And once you hits you, roll me a d12.
That is a 12.
Right? Your max HP is now 12.
Whoa.
And your arm and leg feel better now.
Like I have feeling in my arm better? Or...
Yep. Yeah, like your feeling comes back to your arm and your leg, and your feeling comes back to your leg.
Well,
And roll me a presence.
Right? And crying out loud. That'll be a 6.
So what was the minus you were rolling?
-3.
What was it? What was it without the 3?
A 9.
9. Okay, so you look at there's a reflection on the cabinet, and you look at it. You look like you're like maybe 30 years younger now.
Whoa.
whoa.
And you no longer have a -3 to your presence.
So it's like 0?
Yeah, it's like 0. And before you can take another swig, the cat like hits your leg and he says, "Don't drink any more, Agnes."
Oh, okay. I'll top it off and
And he's like, and he says, "That is only meant to be sipped, and no more than that."
Can I have a little bit of it?
understood. We should save it for emergencies.
I have an emergency.
The cat looks at you and shakes his head. No. Like I said, save it.
I'll put it in my bag. What are these other two? Are they normal?
A dead man is raising his hand right now.
I told you I'm haunted.
What?
Give me some.
Give me some.
Will it work on Salty, or is it too far gone?
No. This only. Well, to tell you the truth, I never tried, but I don't want to try.
Well,
I
I
just-
Only one way to try it.
And the cat kind of like pisses his hands. Stop fucking around. The captain wouldn't even drink that shit.
Then why did you have her drink it?
Because I knew if she sipped it, it might have been okay.
Let's try it on Salty, and if
You're wasting it. And the cat starts like growling. Why not use it for something better? Yourselves. But this is just what the cat's saying.
I feel self-sufficient. Let's try it on Salty to see if Salty comes back up, just so I can kill him once more. And then if it works, we can then try it on Stormy.
You know what? I don't agree. That definitely is a waste. What if we use that bit on him and then it breaks or something, and then
Why would it break? Do you have slippery fingers?
sometimes
Then give it to me.
no,
Why?
because you are a smuggling sneak.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Cornelius Hustleberry is sneakily? No.
The cat kind of jumps. The cat jumps on your shoulder now, Agnes, and
I'll scratch his like chest.
yeah, and says, "Agnes, don't let him have it."
I will not. Now, these other two rums, are they normal rums?
Those two, I don't know what they do.
I've already uncapped one and started drinking it. It's been a while since I've drinking rum.
And the cat hisses, "No, don't."
Which one did you grab, you dork?
I'm a bit thirsty. I've been swimming all day, climbing things.
You should have just drank it. What have you done?
I drink the red one.
No, she
No,
has.
I have the red one. There's the gold one and the blue one.
Yeah.
sitting there.
Oh. The blue one.
Okay, Alice.
So he's like, I'm gonna say you have a chance to stop him, Agnes. Before
Okay.
he takes a swig.
With agility.
Agility.
Come on,
yes.
old lady.
Okay.
And now, and actually, right now you have +2 to your agility.
Crap. Well, that doesn't. 6 isn't going to do anything though.
That's 6 total, even with the +2.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But while he's doing
Oh,
that,
yeah.
I'll grab the gold rum and I'll stuff it in my bag
Okay. So
so he doesn't grab that. Something dumb.
roll me the D12, Cornelius.
D12?
Yeah, D12.
8.
8. Your health. So what's your health? Your max.
My max is 7.
So roll me a toughness.
I'm gonna flip the coin, which is -2 to DR. I have a +2 to toughness. That's a 13. So, yeah, 13. But it's a -2 to the DR.
Okay. You feel yourself getting very weak. Like you're like you look at your hands and it looks like your hands are starting to shrivel up in front of you.
Oh no, I'm
and-
high.
And your perception starts to blur. Like you start to go blind. And and now your health has gone down to 1. And your
My
max
current health or my max health?
your current health is down to 1, and your max health has halved. So now you only have 4 max.
Okay, that's all right.
While he thinks he's tripping, I'll grab that bottle from him.
And now, Max, you start to see this like weird. Cornelius. You start to see this weird vision in your mind. You start to see, like you see from the perspective of somebody, but you don't know who. And he's talking to this really old lady, and she's like giving him fortunes. And then she presents him with these 3 rums, and she says, "Take them to the offering, and your dreams will come true."
All 3 of them, Agnes. I will take them to the offering.
No.
Excuse me, what are you talking about?
Exactly what you just told me. I will do exactly what you just said.
By the way, your voice is now a lot deeper and older.
I will do exactly as you just said.
I'm holding my bag like real close to me. What?
Not worry. Everything will be fine.
The cat says, leave this person, Agnes.
Well,
Just know that you are 94. You leave, you will potentially die.
well, that's been the case the entire time. Goodness. I could stay home and potentially die. Don't be weird. Patches. I do have another question for you, though.
Yeah.
Do you know where the key to the chest is?
Oh, well, the captain has it on his necklace. He never takes it off.
And where is
Figured that
the
was-
captain?
Saw you guys both talked over each other. What'd you
Go
say, Agnes?
I figured that was the case. Well, is there anything of interest in here besides...
Oh, I know what you could do. If you go down to the bunks, there's a guy sleeping down there.
Oh! Why didn't you say so sooner?
The problem is he's been sleeping for like 2 months.
That's
He hasn't woken up.
okay.
Where is the captain?
Oh, Lord.
Where is the captain?
The captain took a flying leap off the bow of the ship. Thank the gods.
I start running that way.
What are
Leaving-
you doing?
Leaving Agnes? Okay.
To the captain. And I leap off the ship and dive into the water.
All right. So you hit the water, or roll me D4.
4.
And you lost 4 hit points.
Oh. I'm at 0.
Roll another D4.
1.
Let's see. You are unconscious for roll another D4.
1.
For 1 round, but that's enough to make you drown, and you drown.
Right.
So we'll be back after this break.
Alone again.
Agnes.
But Agnes, I'm gonna say one last thing. Agnes, do you go check on the sleeping man?
Yes.
You come there and you see a man sleeping on this hammock, and How does he look like, Steve?
He's 95 years old. And I think he is dressed in just pants.
Yes, man.
But they're torn off above the knee. So he looks like he turned into the Hulk and then turned back.
And what's his name?
Greeny Hyde.
And you see Greeny Hyde sleeping on the hammock. And we'll be right back after this message.
Oh, Greeny.
Yep, that's me. All right, everyone. Thanks so much. We'll be back with Greeny and whoever, and in about 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes.
Welcome back.
To Castaway.
Two of us have died again.
Yep. We left off. Salty died trying to fight the skelly captain.
Mm-hmm.
Cornelius died from jumping off the ship while aging like a mummy.
Yeah.
And Agnes now has Patches with her and 3 rum bottles.
I can't believe I didn't shoot the cat instead of the skeleton zone.
And Agnes now is in front of a sleeping man on a hammock. And before you touch him, Patches talks to you, Agnes, and says, be careful, Agnes. You see, when we got into that mist about a month ago, before we hit the island, a bunch of the crew started to fall asleep, and they wouldn't wake up no matter what we did. So we just kind of dumped a lot of them in here. There might still be more around here, maybe, but this one is the one I remember the captain was most fond about.
Oh, fond, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, said you tried everything.
Well, we tried everything when we were in the mist, and then our ship got taken. I'm actually surprised the body is still here, but you could try again, I guess.
Let's see. I suppose you tried all the normal things, like shaking him and throwing water in his face.
We took a dirty syringe and shaved his back.
That's a new one.
Usually that wakes up any sailor, but he didn't wake up.
I would imagine so.
And why should I? I hadn't had a good back shave in months.
Oh! You see Patches kind of like run up behind you, Agnes, on your shoulders.
Fucking cat.
I guess that's it. Is that? Now you be nice to the cat. He has
Why
been
should I?
very helpful. I just
To
told
who?
you. Do you not listen?
No.
Why do I always get stuck with stubborn men?
Yeah.
You mean men?
Indeed.
The captain was never stubborn. He was just happy and jolly.
I guess stubbornly happy and jolly.
By the way, Greeny, you do hear the cat talking for the first time.
Yeah, the cat talks now. That doesn't freak you out?
Well, it did at first. I almost had a heart attack. But he has been a wealth of information and very helpful.
What's your name anyway? Was it Mildred?
No, it's Agnes.
You remind me of a
Mildred was-
Mildred. I'm gonna call you Mildred.
Why? Oh, look.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stand up.
Go ahead.
Ugh. I think I stand up kind of like Grandpa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Doesn't work right at first, but I get going. I think that I'm 85% bed sore.
You've been asleep a very long time. It's a miracle you didn't fall out of that hammock and drown.
Yeah, what's with all the water? Are we sinking?
I don't think we're actively sinking. But I am not sure why.
Okay, where's the captain?
Well, most recently, while laughing, in nothing but his bones and his clothes, he ran the length of the ship and jumped off the bow.
Now, normally, if someone said nothing but his bones and his clothes, I would take it metaphorically, but since the cat with the eye patch is talking now, I'd like some clarification.
It is literal.
So he was a skeleton.
Correct.
I
This
don't want to talk
island-
to the captain anymore.
No. I recommend you do not. He killed Salty.
Not salty.
Though Salty probably instigated the fight.
No, Salty was the best man among us. His legend will never
He was
die.
He was a very good man, but he hated cats. And it got him in trouble.
That cat?
Well, yes, this cat.
Well, I mean, I can see it.
I'm telling you, you'll be better off defending the cat.
I don't know, I feel like you might have been cat brainwashed.
I've always loved cats.
Therein
We
lies
had
your
many
weakness.
cats on the farm.
You were always a good person, Agnes.
You see, that's called love bombing. All right.
You know the captain was always fond of you too, Agnes.
Was he?
That's why he let you take care of the livestock.
Oh, where's my knife? No, there it is. All right. What are we doing now?
You have nothing but those pants.
I have a knife, and this is my journaling kit. I've got some wooden planks here. We always need those. And, a barrel of spoiled meat.
Interesting. I will pull out the gambeson and hand it to him. Yeah, for some protection.
This is still wet.
You know what? Beggars cannot be choosers right now. I
Okay.
highly recommend wearing something.
Well, I think I will pass on the cat piss gambeson. I do have this wool frock over here, and I'm gonna yank it off a dead body in the hammock next to me and put it on.
When you do that, Agnes and Greenie,
Greenie.
give me a presence.
Okay.
Give me a presence.
17.
All right, you both succeed. You guys hear another person snoring behind the boxes near you.
Oh, do you hear that? I
Yeah.
think my hearing has improved.
Mine hasn't, but I heard that anyway. I'm gonna go look behind the boxes.
And you see another crewman sleeping on the floor. And he looks Max, how does he look?
He is about 70 years old.
Why they was so old?
Deep
Yeah.
lines.
Look.
He was the crew's tutor for a while. He is wearing the a goat skin over his body, like a
Okay.
jacket. And every now and again, in a milk that has gone rotten. He's taking small sips of the goat's milk, the last goat's milk of Cloudy Day, the goat that he once took care of.
What was his name again?
Cloudy Day.
No, your name.
Oh, you can call me Kane.
Kane!
Kane, wake up!
Is that you?
We took care of the animals together.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's been a while.
I know that you were teaching me how to read. I'm afraid I forgot all of it.
It's okay. Where are we?
Hell.
Indeed, he's right.
That would explain
I
it.
hadn't told him yet, but he guessed right.
Hmm.
The cat with the eye patch that can talk. That gave it away. Also, the fact that everyone's dead.
Pretty
So-
much. Although I keep running into people who seem to be alive. It's strange.
What do we do now?
Well, we need to figure out how to get off of this island. It'll be the death of us.
I thought you said we were already dead.
Well, we might be kind of on the cusp. Information is scarce. I've
You're
only
gonna
been
have to
awake
speak
a
up,
couple
Greenie.
minutes.
Winnie, what did you say?
I've only been awake a couple minutes. I'm kind of just extrapolating on the limited information I have.
Well, why don't I fill you guys in? And I will fill them in on everything.
Holy shit, you've been through a lot.
Salty
Yes.
Bill was a hero.
He was a hero. He was a hero.
I will agree with that.
Although,
It's a
didn't
bit
he
rash.
sleep with... Did he sleep with someone's wife?
Didn't we all?
That was a
I
vicious
guess so.
rumor.
Oh, so. Alright, well,
And then I crack my back.
how are we getting off this island?
Well,
The only
Let's-
way is to float.
To
are you
float.
saying that we're in a cave right now?
Yes.
We should
We
at
have
least
not explored it
we should
completely.
at least go above deck.
I hobble up deck.
Yep,
Alright.
this is a cave.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Well spotted.
Well, lack thereof, I suppose.
Before I go up on deck, can I look around down there to see if there's anything useful?
Not real.
There's
I mean,
really
there's not really much. I mean, let me see.
even a torch would be helpful.
Hmm. Actually, roll me a D66.
Oh, let me do that on here. $62.
62 is LX 60 in Roman numerals.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
A keg of gunpowder.
Ooh,
Whoa.
who was sleeping with this?
If memory serves, I think that was old. What was his name? Darren.
Oh yeah. He seems like the kind of guy that would have fucked a barrel of gunpowder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's penis everywhere. I tried to teach him self-control, but I think he was a little bit of a nymphomaniac.
I as well. He was not. You just can't reach some people.
What did you say, Agnes?
Yeah, forget it.
Forget it.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
I need you to teach me more vocabulary words.
So the cat is like pressing up against your face, Agnes, and starts saying, "Come on, we gotta catch up to the captain.
What? What? Why? What is?
Don't you see? He's gonna go to the offering."
But what does he have to offer?
The cat puts his head down and says, "I think you know."
I certainly don't. And what is this offering supposed to do?
The captain's alive?
Is he maybe? Is he offering other people?
So the cat kind of puts his head down and says, "There's a reason why we had a crew of about 200, I think. And we've only found like 7.
Well, I guess the 3 of us old fogies should get down there and stop the captain."
Kane starts hobbling towards the bow of the ship,
Wait a
looking
minute.
to jump.
How is he supposed to sacrifice us if we're not even there?
Well, that's
Aren't we
actually
just helping
great
him
question.
by going after him?
No, but you gotta stop him.
We can stop him by not going there to be sacrificed.
No, he doesn't need you, idiot.
Oh,
He already has what he needs. But you can stop him.
How exactly are we supposed to stop him?
maybe we
Oh.
sacrifice him.
No.
He's already dead.
You.
Well, he's not completely dead. We could use this gunpowder to blow him into the hole.
Oh, I like that idea. Or we could use the gunpowder to blow a hole in the cavern to set us adrift. We are trying to escape, no?
Oh, yes. I think we
What
should
is-
maybe try to do both.
What is the captain's goal? Cat with an eye patch?
Agnes, you explain it to them.
He wants his greatest wish to come true.
But what is that?
I don't know. What would any man want? Probably the same thing. Women,
Well-
gold.
And
Freedom?
the cat says, "Bigger the wish, sacrifice."
As the ship's tutor, is there anything that I can ascertain in regards to the captain's wishes?
I mean, you can roll presence and see if you can remember any conversations you had with him.
Natural one.
But yeah, hurry up.
Where? Hurry up, where? Where is the sacrifice? Where are we
The-
going?
The hole. The
I know
hole.
where the hole is. Oh, we just swim there, huh? Is there maybe a rowboat or a dinghy left?
Yeah, my back's not so good. I can't really swim.
Is there a rowboat? Or
There-
any
there
sort of
is-
small vessel?
Yeah, there is a small little rowboat on like the side of the ship.
Excellent. We will use that.
All right. I'll row it. My strength is 0. Is anyone better?
I have +2.
Oh, but your
I
back
have
sucks.
-1.
My back sucks though.
What?
I'll
You better
row it.
go. You're rowing,
Oh.
Kane.
Okay.
Wait. The cat presses up against Agnes again and says, "Wait, before you go, you should check the armory."
Oh, that is a good idea. Remind me where that is. I think I've forgotten.
It's near. It was near the kitchen.
That's another good place to check.
So, do you guys go to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working out at the rowboat.
All right. So you guys get to the kitchen, and you see this big like serving area where this there would always be this one guy making the food, but he's not there. And in back of it, there's this large door, and that's where you guys would that's where the crew would like house some of their weapons. And it's like in back of the kitchen.
All right. Go back there.
Semi-automatic flamethrowers for everyone.
Roll me a defense, Agnes.
A defense?
Yeah, defense.
That is a...
By the way, all your modifiers are 0 right now
Nice.
because of the red rum.
Oh, everything went to 0. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I got it. But with the with my frock, I have a 19 for defense.
Okay. You see this giant meat cleaver come flying across the room, misses your head, and hits the side of the wall. And this big, half like zombie chef comes out of the darkness and says, "Serves, food's up." And you recognize him to be Jimmy, the ship's cook, but he looks like half mutated. Roll initiative.
Oh
Aim for the
dear.
head.
D6.
Who's rolling that?
You.
Okay. 5.
All right, players go first. So you see this giant bat zombie skeleton wearing a chef's outfit with 2 meat cleavers.
Okay. I will shoot for his head.
All right, roll.
For God's sake. That's a 2.
Do you have omens?
Oh, yeah, I do. I will re-roll that. 12.
That's a success. Damage.
And that's a D10. Okay. 10.
10 damage?
Yep.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Let me remove that.
You got him in the brain stem.
Oh, and
Holy shit. Wait, let me roll this.
down to 5 shots.
You said 10?
Yeah, 10 damage.
Describe it, Agnes.
Okay, well, when the bullet hits, it just...
Man. Yeah, so his head blows off. He pretty much just says, "Serves." Falls to the floor.
I like this gun.
Ah, yes. We must all remember to give thanks to the great hero Salty Bill.
I'll
Who
name this
left
gun
us the
Salty.
gun. What?
I said I'll name the gun Salty.
Oh, in his honor. Wonderful. Let's go see if there's more guns.
Yes, and ammo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys go in there, and this is what you find. You find a knife, deck hammer, a cutlass, and 1 flintlock rifle.
A rifle?
One flintlock rifle and 5 rifle rounds.
Kane, paper, rock, scissors for the rifle.
Kane's not there right now. He's at the
Oh, he's
boat.
upstairs. That's right. He didn't come with us. He's in the rowboat. I take the rifle. And 5 rounds.
And now there's a cutlass, a deck hammer, and a knife left.
I will drop my deck hammer for the cutlass, and I'll bring the knife up to. I'll bring the knife up to Kane.
I will take both the deck hammers, the one Agnes dropped and the one that was here. And I will give one to Kane if he wants it when we get up there.
I will gladly take it.
All right.
What happened down there?
Oh, there was a chef who tried to kill us.
Oh, that's never good.
Yeah.
Glad to see that us old folk still know how to make it out alive.
It's what you have up here that counts.
It's true. It's like my mom used to tell me, back when I was being nursed, and he always said, "Huh? What are we saying?"
Nobody knows. Have a deck
Okay.
hammer.
Oh, thank you, son. Thank you.
What damage is the cutlass? Oh no, I have the cutlass right in front of me. Never mind.
Cutlass is D8.
E8.
The flintlock rifle's a D12.
Mhm.
I hope I hit with it. By the way, Lisa's in the Twitch chat right now. Hi, Lisa.
Nice.
Haven't seen you around in a while. Welcome back.
Stop doing that.
All right, and so now what do you guys do now?
Well,
Is there any food salvage? Or is it
Food?
all-
No food.
Just my barrel of spoiled meat.
Hmm.
I'm gonna actually just go ahead and leave that on the ship. I don't know why I would carry that with me.
You could use it to throw a wild animal off our trail, maybe.
That's a good point. All right, I'll keep the barrel of spoiled meat for now. Let's get in the little boat and go.
Yeah.
yeah, I start rowing.
Okay. So you guys start rowing away from the Jolly Roger. And as you guys start to get closer to that giant hole, it really starts to come into focus just how big this hole is. I'm talking like what's a good similar estimate? It's like
Grand Canyon.
that's too big. It's more like think of a large lake, but imagine the lake being empty and the bottom you can't see. That's basically what the hole is. And it's a lot, and you can see this huge structure that's next to the hole. It looks like this. Hope you guys can see it. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, come on. Oh,
Hold on, let me.
okay.
A
So
little bit, yeah.
So you see this large structure here. It's a large arc. What do you call this? An arc?
Arch.
Arch, and the middle is this weird miasma inside of it.
Alrighty.
So I don't know if you guys got a good look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
So, and next to that arch, you just see a huge pile of bodies. Well over like 100, maybe 150 bodies next to it.
I think I'm remembering what my mom used to tell me, not to go towards danger. Should we maybe head back?
And the cat says, "Why, you chicken?"
Yes,
Never!
absolutely.
No! We go forward. Screw this cat.
Why? Why are we
Because
going forward?
the cat called us chickens.
For all we know, this is El Diablo. This is the devil.
The cat is definitely the devil. That's not really the point. We're in hell. The cat's the devil. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time that is given to us.
Run away.
Where?
I don't know.
Look.
Away.
We need to stop this captain.
Apparently, we need to stop the captain for some reason.
I thought we liked the captain.
He's responsible for what has happened to us. At least for, if no other reason, for revenge.
Am I?
Revenge is
I
important.
vaguely remember there was like a witch.
Exactly.
There's a witch.
Who are
and
you
there's an
calling a witch?
undead captain.
Hold on, maybe it's the witch that we should going towards, not the captain.
Well, I suggest only this. Agnes has told a long tale of living on the beach and by the waterfall and failing every attempt to escape while in those places. One thing that nobody's tried yet is going through this weird miasmic archway.
Oh, I guess so. Onward we go.
See you in hell.
You in hell, brother.
All right. So you guys move the boat, and now you get to like the edge of the hole, and now you see the undead captain. He's standing next to the archway, and he looks like he has this book, and he's reading it in his hand. The book, and give me a presence, everybody.
Even if I can't read?
Well, this
15.
is just to see how the book looks.
Okay.
6.
5.
15 for me.
So the book has, it's strange, like the cover of the book looks like it's like skin. And you kind of see like there's a face on one side.
That book is evil.
And he starts like doing this weird chant. And all of a sudden these bodies start to come out of the water and start surrounding your boat.
Can I shoot the captain with my flintlock?
You can certainly try, but first roll initiative.
All right. Only one of us can roll that.
Yeah, Cindy.
All right.
Agnes.
5.
That's I believe that's players, right? Yeah, players go first. Mm-hmm.
I will shoot the captain with my flintlock.
Mm-hmm.
Spinning an omen to re-roll. Spinning my other omen to re-roll again.
Oh my god.
Lord.
It is 13.
Roll damage.
4.
Okay. You describe how you cock and shoot this rifle.
Well, it's probably taken me the entire boat ride to load it. Good thing Kane was rowing. And yeah, I think being 95, I cock it kind of like this. And then I aim, and I almost pull the trigger a couple times, and then BAM!
Yeah. Yeah, you see it like hit his shoulder. And he's like this. And you hear him continue to laugh. And he's like, "So you will all see the truth." Kane, Agnes, your turn. And by the way, there is maybe. Let me roll this. You see 5 undead corpses surrounding your boat, and they all look like they're holding like swords in their hands.
Yeah,
How
but
close are they?
They're like right up on top of your boat, pretty much. Like they're like surrounding your boat.
Okay. I will take the cutlass and go after one of them. 12.
That's a hit.
That's a 1d8, right? Yeah. Seven.
Nice, good hit. Okay. Ooh. So you hit this undead, and it looks like you almost like cut him in half, but your sword like gets stuck for a moment. You pull it off, and he's still kind of hanging on, but he's like barely moving. Okay.
I start rowing backwards.
Okay, so when you do that, two skeletons in back of you hit the boat.
Oh gods.
I lift up the paddle and try to hit them
Okay.
off the boat.
Roll damage. Roll attack.
What would this be? Strength?
Yeah, this is melee strength. Yeah.
4.
4. Nope. You miss. You scared, or you're just not focusing.
Like I said, I'm not really good at this fighting thing. I've always run away.
The cat is like hiding behind your shoulder, Agnes, and now enemies' turns. Let's see. So first one, Agnes, roll a defense.
Oh, that is a 9.
That is not enough. Now roll a d6.
I think I'm going to use my other omen because I'm at 5 health.
No, remember your health changed.
Oh, I thought just the max health changed.
No, your max and your current health changed.
Oh, okay. I totally misunderstood that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will save the omen then. D6 you said?
Yeah, roll a d6.
Okay. 1.
All right, 1 damage. If you have any armor, you could try subtract it. Do you have armor?
I do. It subtracts D2, so I don't take any.
Yeah, you don't take any damage
Oh,
because you're gonna get at least 1.
Okay.
So yeah, the skeleton that you just hit try to hit you, but it clinks off your armor.
Oh,
And now Greenie defense.
It's cocked. That is, hold on, I don't remember Greenie's stats. That is 14.
All right, this is Kane defense. Agility.
Agility?
Yeah.
That is a 5.
Okay, roll d6.
Oop.
Okay, now do you have armor?
Nope.
Okay, so now roll a toughness.
4.
All right, so you so he hits you, and we're gonna say he hits you on your shoulder, and you don't know what it is, but you see like this blackness starting to spread on your shoulder. You are currently infected.
Acted.
Yeah, and it looks like it's like where the cut hit. You see this black like starting to spread on your arm. And that was now Agnes defense again.
20.
Ooh, that's critical.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, that means
that means defending. You get a free attack.
excellent.
yeah.
So I roll a d20 for that.
Yep.
Okay.
Either what are you using? The cutlass.
Oh, yeah, the cutlass,
So strength. Yeah.
and that's a 12.
The hit. Damage.
5, and I'm going after the one I've already hit.
Yeah. So right now Agnes is a badass. Describe how you blocked and then killed the skeleton.
Okay. So the skeleton is swinging at me, and I block with the blade, and kind of swing it around and just slice the rest the head off.
Nice.
Can I oh, it's probably still their turn, isn't it? Because only
Yeah.
four.
It's still their turn. So last one attacks Greenie.
Defense is 15.
Nice. He missed. And now the captain, you see him like doing, he has his hand in the air, and now the mountain of like dead people next to him, you see some of them start to fall in the hole. And then you start to see like this redness starting to hover around the captain. Maybe like a few, like 20 fall in the hole, but he's still not finished with this chanting yet.
Oh, that's not good.
Your guys' turn.
Can I hand the gambeson to Kane?
Sure.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Put it on! You didn't tell me you weren't armored.
Okay, I put it on.
I rolled earlier for this to reload. With this flintlock, I have to beat a DR12 toughness to reload while in danger. So I passed that, but I think that means I don't get to shoot it this round.
Let me see. With presence plus 10 rounds. Oh, toughness DR to reload in danger. Yeah,
I'll shoot this round if you let me.
No, yeah, I'm gonna say you can still do an action, but you can't fire the gun this round. So
Okay.
it's kind of like you did like a bonus action to reload, and then but you still can't use the weapon yet.
In that case, I will. Can it be a melee attack with one of my other weapons?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll just take my deck hammer and swipe at the nearest skeleton.
Okay.
10.
Miss.
All right. That's me. That's me.
Okay. All right. Kane, Agnes. Well, Agnes, you gave the armor to him. Kane.
Yeah, I'm putting it on.
Okay. All right. So that's your guys' turn. All right. So Agnes, defense.
$14. Oh no, that's actually 16.
Okay. That's good. Greenie, defense.
12.
You're good. Kane.
Natural 1.
Oh,
Ooh. And you don't have any almonds, right?
No.
dang.
Armor is reduced 1 tier, otherwise double damage. Page 13.
Yes, and something else is going to happen too, but we'll see if you survive. Roll me a d6.
1.
great. So you take 2 damage, but roll me a d4.
4.
So
It's never in between
Oh.
with me. It's either one extreme or the other.
That's what we like about you, man.
on a defense fumble, the skeleton, they will grasp your face and pour their soul into your body, exchanging places. On a 1 or a 2, you're the skeleton. You're onto a regular skeleton, or 3-4, you become undying. So now your focus disappears, and then you see you on the boat, but you're not you. And you look at your hands, and you're a skeleton.
Do it back.
I reach out to get me, to get my face back.
So the Kane says, "Man, I don't know why that skeleton looked at me funny."
Probably because you're so damn ugly.
Yeah, indeed.
And he goes, "Yeah, you're right."
As a skeleton, I flip you off.
That was weird.
That skeleton gets it.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, Agnes, defense.
17, 18, 19. 19.
Okay, you're good. Okay, and then you guys look over, you see the more bodies fall into the hole. Maybe there's a good 60 bodies in there now. And you're seeing this now there's change of colors coming from the altar. It looks like it's turning purple, black, and the captain's just laughing, and he's just players' turns, including me. Agnes, you're up.
Okay. I will take a swing at one of the enemy. 17.
17. Okay, that's hit. Roll damage.
7.
Okay. He's barely up, this other skeleton. Okay. All right, let's see. Greenie?
Shooting the captain.
All right. This is going to be a more difficult shot because you're under stress from the other skeletons.
Doesn't
So-
matter. I missed anyway.
Okay. Okay. All right. You try to shoot, but one of the skeletons hits you from the back, and you shoot it upwards.
Is it the one that Kane is in?
So Kane's turn now. Kane, what weapons did you have on you again?
I just had 2 deck hammers.
2 deck hammers?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I gave you a dagger. Also,
Oh, sorry, and a dagger. I
forgot
suppose.
to remind you.
Let's see. All right. Greenie, roll me defense, but DR 14. Greenie?
Oh, I thought you were talking to him. No, that's no good.
Okay. You feel a sharp pain as you see Kane stab you in the back, literally.
Oh man. I'm too old for this shit.
Let's see, and the dagger is...
Do I see that happen too?
Yes.
What are you doing, Kane?
Roll me D4, Greenie.
3.
Right, take 3.
I've been stabbed by my own best friend and mentor.
All right, now enemies' turns. Kane, it's your turn.
I jump on Kane.
Okay, so right now you do have a cutlass.
Yeah, I strike with the cutlass.
Okay.
That is a 18 to hit.
That's a hit. So do 1d6.
Oh, 1d6 with the cutlass? I thought it was a d8.
Oh, no, sorry. This is a rusty like saber. It's not like a fresh cutlass.
Oh, it's a 6.
Ooh. And you put that armor on, right? So that's what was it? A D4?
I believe so. Yeah.
Roll me D4.
1.
Right. How much health did you have at that moment?
8.
Okay. Yeah, he's still up. Okay, and now the other skeletons go. Greenie defense. So you guys are seeing the skeleton fight Kane, and he's acting kind of strange.
Failed.
1d6.
4.
Okay. You still up?
Yes.
Remember to use your armor. You haven't been using it.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been. All right.
Okay. Agnes, defense.
Okay. 21.
Oh, yes. One more defense from you, Agnes.
Hmm?
One more, another defense.
Another defense?
Yeah,
Okay.
because there's still 4 skeletons up.
That's 16. I'm rolling.
Okay,
hot
man, you're hot. You're hot. Even the cat says you're hot today, Agnes.
Is the cat
I'm
helping?
unstoppable!
No, the cat's just hiding in back of Agnes's neck.
He killed Salty Bill. Surely he
3
can help.
years younger now, so
Okay. All right. Player's turn. Oh no, wait. The captain.
Captain doesn't need to go.
So now you see maybe a good 80 bodies have got in there. You guys are starting to feel like a rumble happening in the water.
That's no good.
Player's turn.
How far away is the captain at this point?
Well, you guys haven't really moved because the skeletons have been surrounding the boat. So
Right, but how far away is he?
I would say so. He's like maybe at least 30 feet away.
If I jump in the water, can I get to him?
I mean, sure, but it's going to take a good amount of rounds. I would say at least 2 rounds of constant swimming if you're not interrupted.
To go 30 feet?
Well, yeah, because you got to go around the hole.
Oh.
Because right now the
Ah.
hole's in front of you, and the captain's like on the other side of the hole.
Oh.
I see. Then forget that. I will... I guess I'm just going to reload this pistol again, or this rifle.
Mm-hmm.
That's 20. So I successfully will have that reloaded, and then I will swing my deck hammer at another skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Okay, roll damage.
2.
Okay. That one's dead. You can describe it if you want.
Yeah, I think I just like really quickly like shoving everything into the barrel of this rifle, and then I see the thing coming and just go bah! Like without
Okay.
even looking, and it probably breaks its neck.
Okay. Agnes.
How many skeletons does that leave? Not counting
You see 3 skeletons.
3 skeletons, not counting Kane, the skeleton Kane.
Well,
Or
you don't know that's Kane the skeleton.
well,
but-
Agnes doesn't know, but
but you see 3 skeletons, including the one that's Kane.
okay. All right. So I'm gonna. I'll take a cutlass and swing at a skeleton.
Which one?
Kane's fighting himself right now.
Yeah, Kane's fighting a skeleton, and there's 2 other ones just hanging outside the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack one that is not engaged with somebody.
Okay. All right.
So that is 16.
That's a hit. Over damage.
And 3.
Okay. So now Kane roll defense.
So sorry. That is a with the Gambison, it is a +2, I believe.
Yes.
So oh shit, that's not good. That is a 6.
Okay. And what was the weapon you had again?
I had a deck hammer equipped.
Oh no! Wait. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, deck hammer. So, sorry, I got mixed up for a second. I'm the one that's attacking right now. Oh, sorry.
I am
Wait,
attacking
it
myself.
happens.
Yeah. So you were supposed to roll defense, Kane. Okay. Roll defense.
I failed.
You failed. Okay. So now roll. The deck hammer is how much?
D4.
Okay, roll the d4.
That is a 2.
All right. So you take 2 damage, and you don't have any armor because you're
Okay.
the skeleton. And your HP right now is 8, but now it went down to 6.
Okay.
It's the skeleton. So now, skeleton's turn. Greenie defense.
18.
Okay. Agnes defense.
$21 again.
Okay. All right. Your turn, Kane, the skeleton.
That is a miss.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
I was never good at attacking.
So you see the captain. He's still chanting, and more bodies are falling in. And now he looks like he's starting to mutate a little bit.
Of course
He's-
he fucking does.
like his face, he looks like he's growing skin, but his face is starting to turn into like a octopus.
Of course he does.
Okay, your guys' turn.
I'm shooting.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That's a hit.
5 damage.
All right. You hit him on the shoulder, but now it's like a squishy sound when you hit him. At first, it was just like a metallic sound, but now it's like a squishy sound when you're hitting flesh because he's growing it. And he's like, and he says, "God damn it! I just grew that."
if anyone wants to give me an omen, that 5 would become a 12 damage against the captain. I don't know if anyone has any.
I do. I'll give you my omen for that.
Are we allowing that? That'll be
Sure.
max damage. So it's 12 instead of 5.
All right, 12 damage. Oh, let me see. Is that enough?
Okay, I have an idea.
Oh, okay. So rewind. So you kind of like center your shot, and then maybe you. I don't know what goes through your mind to help you stay the shot to make it do more damage.
I have to get done killing the captain before Kane stabs me again.
Okay, this time your shot hits him in a critical area in his chest, and he goes like this, and he's like, "Oh," and he starts like throwing up like this weird black bile.
All right.
From his, he's like, and he goes, and he starts like convulsing, but he's still up.
Guys, I think we got to the stage 2.
And that was Greenie. So now, Agnes.
Okay. I'm gonna take a swing at a skeleton, the one I just previously swung at. 15.
It's a hit.
Wait. That's wrong. 5.
All right. Describe it.
I take it. It like hits it on the shoulder and just kind of crumples the arm and the rib cage, and it just kind of falls apart in the water.
Okay. So now there's 2 skeletons left, and one of the skeleton does something. Kane.
Yeah. Can I take an oar, jump into the water, and I'm imagining the captain is like standing, right?
Yeah, he's standing.
Okay. You know how people often stand and like lock their legs?
Yeah.
I want to, with the oar, hit the back of his knees so he crumbles and falls into the water.
So, again, like I said to Greenie, right now you guys are about 30 feet away. So in order to get to him, you would have to spend 2 rounds swimming to him.
Great.
So, and also you have a rusty saber that does more damage than an oar.
Yeah, I want to knock him down.
All right, so you're gonna spend this round swimming away.
Yes.
All right, you guys see one of the undead retreat for some reason.
That's weird.
Can I use
That's
the paddle?
very strange.
Can I use the paddle to like quicken
No,
my movement?
no, because this is a foreign body to you. You don't know it.
I think that would work anyway.
This is not.
Yeah.
This is not. No.
I don't think an expert swimmer could do that. That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. We are playing RPG.
It's the swimmer here.
So now there's 1 skeleton left, and
Kane.
and Kane. So Kane hasn't acted yet, right? So Kane's gonna, but he already stabbed you once, Greenie. So now that the skeleton went away, Kane's gonna try to attack you. You go defense.
No, I choose not to defend at this time.
Roll the d4.
1.
All right, he stabs you for 1, but it's probably nothing because your
It's
armor.
nothing because of the armor. Yeah.
All right, so your guys' turn. 1 skeleton and Kane.
Still swimming.
I'm pushing Kane off the boat.
All right, strength.
16.
All right, you're successful. You push him off the boat.
Motherfucker, quit stabbing me.
All right, Agnes.
There's one more skeleton, right?
Yeah, one more
Right.
skeleton.
I will go after that skeleton.
You're going after me?
No, this is one
No.
other one.
Not you.
Oh, it's 2 skeletons.
You're probably out of reach by now.
I mean, there's 1 skeleton within the boat.
Got it.
15.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a hit.
7.
7. All right. That is enough for the last skeleton. Describe it.
Just the cutlass just goes right through the neck bones.
Okay.
Skull falls in the water.
Who
All
knew
right.
Agnes was the MVP?
Everyone.
The last.
He feels 30 years younger, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So now the only one left is Kane. Well, actually, now Skeleton Kane. You're now. You swim. Well, actually, you gotta roll. You gotta roll agility.
Okay, I'm really good at this. +3.
You're not because you're currently a Skeleton Kane.
Yeah, that is a 14.
14 on the die.
No, that's 11 +3. My
No.
agility.
You don't get the +3 because you're a skeleton.
You're in the wrong
What do
body.
you mean? Why?
Because you're Skeleton Kane right now.
No, I want that +3.
Nope. Oh, you're lucky I'm giving you zeros right now.
Oh my god. Okay.
So the total was 12, right? Oh, no, 11, right?
It was 11.
So you're still not at the captain yet, but you're struggling.
Okay.
At least you don't get fatigue as a skeleton. So,
Oh, good point. It's already dead. Can't get any more tired than that.
Yeah. So regular King comes up and he says, "Whoa! Why you shove me into the water?"
Because you stabbed me and then you tried to do it again.
Oh, that was an accident.
No, it wasn't. I saw you. It was on
What the
purpose.
hell are you talking about?
Let's roll towards the captain. Let's go.
Let's go.
We were behind.
No, don't leave me. And he's
Fuck
trying to get
you.
back he's trying to get back on the boat.
No, fuck you.
I did take 1 oar.
Yeah.
Shit.
So you have to roll like this.
Yeah,
I'm too old for this
so
shit.
you see fake Kane trying to get on the boat.
All
I
right.
kick him in the
and-
face.
And he's holding you guys down right now.
Can
No,
I
kick him in
roll
the
something
face.
against him to try and row faster than he can get on?
No, he's
Boat?
already hanging off the boat. No, like
Can I
he's
Can I
All
kick
right.
him in the face?
okay. Kick him.
19.
That's it. Damage. I'm gonna say D4.
Real sorry about this, Max. Gotta be.
That's fine.
2.
Two.
Traitors never prosper.
Okay, so you kick him in the face, and he kind of falls into the water, and you just see like bubbles in the water as you guys are like rowing away.
Screw him.
All right. That guy.
And you see the other skeleton that you were fighting. He's swimming in that direction too for some reason.
Looks like that guy changed teams.
All right. I'm just gonna pretend that's not happening, and we're going straight for the captain.
All right,
Yep.
but the captain has a turn right now. So you see him. You see him kind of like take the book, and he kind of like starts going like this with all the pages, like in desperation. And you see like these weird tentacles coming out of the book and go into his chest. He's like, yes, I can see it. I can see the truth.
Oh
And then-
boy.
And then he falls into the hole.
He falls in the hole?
Yeah, he
That's what
falls
we
in
were
the
going to
hole.
try and do to him.
He falls into the hole, but now you guys hear a rumbling.
Oh
And
no.
Agnes, you see these long tentacles come out of the hole, and you instantly recognize it. That was the tentacle that sliced the ship in half that night. And it starts crawling out of the hole.
Not good.
It's gonna take a round to come fully out, but it's starting to come out.
What is above the hole on the cave ceiling?
Above the hole,
Yeah.
presence.
15.
You see stalagmites.
We are in
stalactite?
possession of a rifle, a barrel of gunpowder.
Yes, we are.
Is there any way that we can get that barrel of gunpowder up to those stalactites?
No, those things are really high up. You do have the gunpowder keg with you.
Yeah, but it's not going to do us much good unless we can bring the ceiling down with it.
You do see the archway still.
So where's the archway? Is next to the hole?
So the archway was in back of the captain.
Okay.
Patches, do you have any suggestions?
Frankly, I think we're fucked.
Yes, me too.
Let's get through the arch. Maybe it can't be worse than here, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Let's go.
So I'm gonna need you to do a strength check to see if you can roll like fast enough to that archway.
I certainly cannot.
Nope. So one of the tentacles falls in front of you. It starts blocking your path. It starts flashing around. And Skeleton Cane, roll me a strength. I'm sorry, agility.
Natural 1.
Odd.
You don't got anything to help you?
I mean, I have an ore.
I'm very sorry. But one of the tentacles has grabbed onto you, to the undead, and you get pulled into the hole, and you see the truth. You see the darkness of this ancient eldritch being and all the horrors of the cosmic duality of it all, like pretty much everything you ever knew never mattered, and it all means nothing, and you mean nothing, and you just see blackness, and you get taken away.
Not the whores.
I have a plan.
All right. I'm going to consider that his turn, your guys' turn. You're being blocked off by a tentacle right now.
Did Max just disappear?
Yeah, he disappeared into darkness.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Skelly Max went into the abyss of the creature.
What happened to the living body of Cain? He's still gone? We know. Okay, I have this plan. We have a barrel of rotting meat, and we have a barrel of gunpowder, and we have a thing that presumably grabs dead bodies. I'm going to toss my rifle to Agnes to reload, and I will open both of the barrels, pour a bunch of the rotting meat in with the gunpowder, close it up again, and toss it towards the closest tentacle.
Okay. Give me strength. The toss.
11.
You know what? Since this is such a critical moment, what's your fatigue at?
5.
Oh, it went down. Oh yeah, it's a new character. Yeah,
It's a new character.
So
It's been 5 the whole time.
Out of fatigue, and your keg makes it to the point, but it's going to take. It's successful, but you're tired basically.
Great.
So.
Thank you. Yeah. So I just the point is to try and trick the thing into grabbing this cask, and then we blow it up.
Agnes, your turn.
Okay. So my turn is reloading the rifle.
Yeah, you gotta roll. What is it, Steve?
Toughness check DR12 to do it while in danger.
That's an 11, and I have all zeros.
Okay, I'll let you do fatigue.
Okay. I'll add a fatigue. Make that a 12.
Oh, but then you're at max fatigue, right?
No, I'm at 10.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you reload and the barrel's in position, and now the cosmic entity in all of its wisdom starts swiping around and grabs the keg with one of its tentacles and starts slowly moving it into the darkness.
Okay.
Agnes, you got what? Agnes, you got one shot.
Oh, I'm taking the shot. $11.
Oh, how much
One more
fatigue you have? How much fatigue you have?
I have 10 fatigue.
I'm gonna say I'll let you pull this shot if you use 2 fatigue.
Once again, end the session with an unconscious Agnes.
So basically, in order to make the shot connect, you're gonna have to risk dying from fatigue.
You know what? Agnes will probably do it. Agnes will concentrate really hard. The hardest she's ever concentrated. She's on a high from all of this fighting anyways. And just uses up whatever's left
Okay.
and spends that fatigue.
So sorry, I'm seeing what the roll is for fatigue again. Roll a d4.
Four.
4.
Yep.
Your body won't go on. You are broken. Roll a d4 again.
Oh, wow.
Please don't roll another 4.
Let's see.
2.
You look. Roll a d6.
Jeez. Okay, that fell. 4.
So this is what happens. Your shot runs like your shot. Basically, you shoot, but right after you shoot, one of the tentacles flies around from behind you. You don't see it coming, and it just goes right through your shoulder, and it takes off your arm.
Oh.
So you just see this big gush of blood all over the place. Then you fall onto the boat unconscious.
Did you bring that red rum with you?
She brought all 3.
They're with me. They're in my bag.
Yeah. And the
Okay.
cat kind of jumps off to the side, but it does hit. Agnes, roll me a D100.
Woo! With your right hand.
66.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
In there.
So
All right.
So this shot hits the gunpowder, and for some reason, the explosion is much bigger than you expected. Maybe because this weird cosmic entity he's soaked up in like oil or whatever,
No.
like sea oil, even though that doesn't make sense. But he does this big explosion, and you hear this weird sound, this weird cry coming from it, and its tentacles fly up, and one of them hits the boat, and you both go flying up towards where the archway is. But you're unconscious. But Greenie, give me a let's see, agility.
18.
18. Okay. So I'm going to give you a choice here. You can catch Agnes's body before you hit the ground, take damage, or you could just say no and take no damage.
No, I'm going to catch Agnes. I'm also trying to catch that red rum so I can feed it to her.
Okay, so you catch Agnes,
Well,
but
it's
you're gonna
on my person.
you're gonna take damage. So roll 1d6.
1.
Dang,
Armor soaks it.
You're lucking up today. So yeah, you fly across the thing. Oh, you fly across the entire hole, and you grab onto Agnes, even though she's all bloody with no arm, and you fall on your back, and now you're right in front of the archway.
All right.
And you see this thing in the tentacles. It looks like it's like regrouping. It's starting to like form like this weird, like it's starting to morph into itself, almost like it's preparing to do something.
I pour a little bit of the red rum into Agnes's mouth as I drag her through the archway.
Okay. When you go through that archway, Greenie, roll me 1, 2, 6. Roll me a d6.
Huh. 5.
So your vision turns white when you go through with Agnes. You all sound like disappears. Maybe the last sound you hear is the entity in back of you making this weird sharp sound as it tries to like swipe you, but it like swipes the archway as it comes down and breaks the archway in half, but you already went through. So it's like psh, and all your vision goes white. And then you wake up and you see this large you wake up on the shore again, and Agnes is with you, like next to you. But you look up into the sky and you see these weird buildings with like light coming out of them, multicolored. Time has passed, maybe even hundreds of years, as you see glowing lights from a city caked in technology. Welcome to Midlight City. We're done.
Oh, come on.
No, you basically come up into like this ancient like city of technology, and pretty much Atlantis. And you see like these weird like buildings all curving into each other, like with this weird light coming out of them.
Awesome.
And
what happened to this?
yeah, I was gonna, but and right before you get a chance to say anything, Greenie, you hear what you hear the cat say, well, at least we don't have to smell that captain anymore. And we're ending it right there.
Did Agnes wake up?
No, she's unconscious.
But I gave her the red rum again.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Give me a toughness, Agnes.
Okay. Well,
yeah, she wakes up. If you want, you can. Agnes, you see the city of lights in front of you. Hundreds and hundreds of years has passed. You don't even know you're in the same world anymore.
I'm getting too old for this.
I'll bet a place like this is where you can get a new and better arm.
But thank you guys for playing Castaway. I hope you enjoyed, and you guys have made it out.
I can't believe we lost Max 3 times.
Agnes made it all the way.
That's actually exactly what I wanted for this village.
Yeah, you kind of want that for a Merc board game. You want life to be cheap.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah,
thank you, Alan.
It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, but sorry, I misread this. It says hundreds of thousands of years. So who knows how far in the future you guys went?
They don't even speak our language.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys coming. Thank you. I had a great time, and you guys are great role players. I love you. And I
Love you
can't
too,
wait
man.
I can't wait to play the next game.
The next game I found out during the break, during this episode. Sarah will be running a one-shot next Monday of Back Again from the Broken Land.
Nice.
So anyone can sign up for that. And then the following 3 weeks are Yuri running Labyrinth. This Friday, despite what was announced last Friday, we're actually off this Friday because it's the 4th of July here in the States. So we're all going to go watch things blow up in the sky. And then next week we'll be back to finish up the DCC game that we started the previous Friday. So thanks, everyone. Thank you, Alan, for running this. And
Thanks,
we'll see
Alan.
you all next time.